back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Numisa Hlapo, and here we talk about all things faith, family and lifestyle. Today is actually a very special day. I am taking you guys through a project that is very close to our hearts that we have been busy with as a family. Welcome to our new home. We have been sitting on this project since January of this year. That's when we broke ground. I've always had a dream of having our own home that we're gonna build from the ground up, where we get the opportunity to design each and every feature, every angle, every room, every piece of, every item that goes into the home to be picked by us as a family. And I was able to convince my husband that let's build our own home, and we got a stand late last year, and we started building on this stand in January of 2025. We are now 60% done with the project, and I thought it would be a great time and an opportunity for me to take you guys how far we have come with the project. You will see what it looked like when it was just plain and it was just land, and it's such a special project for me, because we came to this land, we prayed over it, we've declared things, and I believe that this is a beginning of a very beautiful and new chapter for us as a family, and it's something that I hold very dear to my heart. I think everyone, in fact, in my family is quite excited about it and what it means for us. I think, like I said, we are about 60% done now with this project, and I've been picking some of the fixtures with you guys in previous vlogs, but I think now I'll be taking you through a detailed journey of the entire project as it unfolds. The structure is standing, so the house has been built. It's now a matter of putting in some of the final pieces, and we're going to be putting in some of the fixtures. So we've picked the tiles, we've picked the cupboards, we've picked the bathroom and the kitchen fixtures. We have picked all of those things. Now it's a matter of putting them into the house. So I'm not gonna do a lot of talking today. I want to show you guys what it looks like so far, so come with me. What will be our entryway. So this is the main entrance of the house. So as you come into the house over here, you'll see that it takes you through to the lounge and open plan lounge, dining and entertainment area. So this over here is what will be our kitchen. The idea that we have over here is to have an entertainer's kitchen, where your kitchen immediately takes you to the dining area and the lounge area and the entertainment area, such that when you are busy, when you're hosting and you're entertaining people, you're able to have that seamless integration to the people that you are hosting. So this over here is what we have imagined and will be our kitchen. So keep in mind what it looks like now, because it's definitely going to be transformed once we start putting in a lot of the elements that we've already picked. So if you come with me to this side, this will be our scullery. A scullery is what it is. It's basically going to be our working kitchen. This is where we're going to have our double basins, our fridge, our pantries. This is where we're going to be having a lot of the working elements of the kitchen, because you don't want to disturb the aesthetic of the main kitchen. So you want to, whenever you're doing actual work, you keep it here. This is where your dishwashers go, your washing machines go, in this scullery over here. Right? And then the nice thing about this scullery is that you can't see it right now, but through here is actually the back door, right? So when you exit over here, it immediately takes you through this door over here, which brings you into this staff quarters. So this is where our helper will be, this is where the room where our helper will be staying in. Currently she is staying in one of the rooms inside the house, so we decided to make this a bit of a separate entrance to give her a bit of that privacy as well, to give her a bit of space also where she can separate work from when she's having her downtime and rest time. So yeah, this is the helper's quarters, and over here is what will be her bathroom as well as her shower. So it's not completely secluded from the house. It's easy enough for her to access the main house, but it also has that, it affords her that privacy of just being in her own space when she's not working or doing something in the house. So yeah, come with me. The open plan area. What you see over here is what will be our lounge section, where we'll have our couches, and as you can see by the holes on the walls over there, that's where we envision putting our TV and entertainment unit, as well as our small guest what do they call it, guest fireplace in that area over there. And then over here, in this open space that you see is where we'll have our dinner table that we currently have. We may have to go for a bigger dinner table because now the space is much bigger than what we have in our current house, but this is where your dinner table would be, with the chairs flowing into the entertainer's kitchen and nicely so flowing into the outside but inside entertainment area. So what you have over here is what in some houses would be completely open and outside with the bride section over there, but we decided to still make it part of the house and have the bride, which has a chimney, to make sure that the smoke and everything never comes into the house as much as it is still inside the house. And then over there is where we have our plugs and everything, because we'll have another TV over here to make sure that when we are entertaining, we're able to use this space separately. What separates this space from the house though would be the glass doors that we would have over here. They haven't been installed yet because we need to finish installing the outside features first before the developer can put in the internal doors. But here we'll have a sliding door, a glass sliding door that will separate this area from the main house, and that way then we have this as an entertainment area completely. And I think the idea here was to have this space, especially the TV that will have overlooking the pool that you have over there. As you can see, the idea is that when people are sitting in the pool or they are sitting in the poolside area, they are still able to converse and have a conversation with people seamlessly that are inside this entertainment area over there. And also here you have this stacked sliding door as well, and the idea is that you can have this sliding door open, you can have this sliding door open and close the internal sliding door to make sure that you have a completely open area. That way you achieve the best of both worlds, an entertainment area that is able to be warm in winter, but one that you can also completely open up in the summer. So yeah, if we go into what the pool area looks like, I must just be careful over here. Sure. Okay, so the pool, you're able to see the pool completely now? Okay, so this pool is about double the size of the pool that we currently have, and I think double and a few double and a meter or 2 meters more, but it's way bigger than the pool we had on the other side. And the idea is that we want to be able, I think this is an entertainer's house. I think for me, the idea that I had was to be able to host people comfortably without having restrictions of size and space and all of those things. So the pool that we have currently is more of a family pool that is enough for you guys as a family, but this allows us the opportunity, if we had a bit more people that we had in the house, that we'd still have a big enough pool. But yeah, as you can see, the size is double and some change the size of the pool that we had on the other side. They've already started construction over, if you look at over there, because the idea is to install a lot of greenery on that side. So there's gonna be a lot of grass, plant, and those large outdoor pot plants to create a greenery around the pool area. And I think it gives you that tranquil, it gives it a very tranquil resort-like feel, as opposed to having a lot of concrete. We had the opportunity to install concrete in more areas, but we felt that we want to keep anything that is concrete around the pool border, but then put a lot of greenery outside of the pool border. So we'll have a bit of concrete around the boma, if you see the boma over there, because with the boma it allows you an entertainment space as well, especially in the winters, because then you can make your fire and things like that. But yeah, this is basically the outside of the house and what it looks like right now. I'm very excited for you guys to see the vision that I actually have for this place come to life, because I have a lot of Pinterest boards and things that I've been screenshotting over the years as I was manifesting my desired or dream entertainment outside garden area. So I'm very excited for you guys to see the vision come to life. We've already started having some of the pieces that we want to put here be custom made, because the occupancy date for this property is in 2 months' time. We're looking at an August occupation date. So yeah, time is actually closing in on us quite fast, and so yeah, we've started having some of the custom furniture and items that we want to have to create this back garden pool area, the one that I have in my head. Hopefully it comes out exactly as I said, but I'm excited for you guys to see what it looks like. On the other side, okay, I don't there's no water, but okay. So this is the other side of the house. It's also a continuation from the pool area, just going around the house. The idea is to really have a green belt around the house. That's why you started. Some of the digging that you see over here is to obviously put the piping for the water and all of those things, but the idea really is to have a green belt around the house to create that tranquil back area. So in terms of the number of rooms in this house, we have about 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, right? So I'm going to take you through the staff quarters is one of the rooms that's down here. I'm going to take you through the 2 guest bedrooms that are also here downstairs before we see the rest of the bedrooms and bathrooms upstairs. So as you come in from the lounge area and entertainment area, you have access to the 2 guest bedrooms. This is guest bedroom number 1. Over here, it has so the guest bedrooms are both imagined the same way. We wanted to create also an element of privacy, so that if you do have a guest and they are staying in one of the bedrooms, they are also able to navigate in and outside of the house without having to go through the rest of the people that are inside the house. So you come in through this main door that is coming from the entertainment area, but what you have over here is a sliding door that would then allow the person to exit the property going into either the pool area or the garden area, or access their own private garden. That would be over here, because even here we are imagining a bit of concrete up until before the first guest bedroom, and a lot of greenery, so allowing the person that's in this guest bedroom to access the garden area without having to go through the rest of the house. I think the nice thing is that if they are driving and have their own car or whatever, and they need to exit or go somewhere, they're able to do so without interacting or having to go through the main section of the house. So as you come out of this sliding door, you are able to just navigate your way out of the property through the other side of the garage, right? And the guest bedrooms have been imagined the same way, because this is guest bedroom number 2, and this would be the same idea in terms of the sliding door that flows through to the garden, and this would be then the main door that goes to the rest of the house. Right, so that's guest bedroom number 1, and this is guest bedroom number 2. Over here you have the guest toilet that will be installed, and then here you have the guest bathroom that will have the shower and the bathtub for the guests that would be staying in here. Another thing though is that through here as well is where you access the garage. Right, so as you go through here, you then find yourself at the double garage, and you will be able to flow outside of the property. Okay, so this is the stair area that takes you to the upstairs area, the first floor area of the house. But I think a notable feature that is my husband's favorite part of this house, I think, outside of our bedroom, I think these glasses that go all the way to the first floor are his one feature that he fought with the developer to just say, hey, put glass in my house. Over here, this is glass all the way through, and the glass beams go all the way up to the first floor, so there is no concrete or wall in this corner over here besides the pillars that had to hold the glass and the rest of the house. But what you see over here is a continuum of glass walling that goes all the way up, and then this is then your way through to upstairs, the rest of the house. So let's see. Okay, so welcome to part 2 of this house. I'm going to start with the bedrooms that are over here, right? So you've got kid bedroom number 1 over here. So this could be one of the kids' bedrooms. They already have a few ideas of how they want to decorate the bedrooms. I don't know, but they have their own situation happening. They've been picking wall. They've been picking wall art, you name it, but they have their own creativity juices have been flowing. But yeah, this would be one of the kids' bedrooms, and I think these ones are a bit more spacious than the rooms downstairs. And the idea is that they need to be able to have a section in the bedroom where they can comfortably study, right? We felt that they're still a bit young for us to create another section, even though there is a space that we have allowed for a study area that they can have at a later stage. When we asked them, they did say that they would like to have a study area within their bedroom, because then that's the space that they are most comfortable in. So we made this a bit sizable because we wanted the idea to be that they have their bed, but then they also have a section where they can study. So they have quite big windows that allow a bit of light to come in. And if you look at this over here, once again, the idea is to allow the kid that is in this room, or the person that is in this room, the opportunity to have the privacy and access the outside without having to go through the rest of the house. So this would be the balcony. So each one of these rooms has its own balcony, has its own sliding door that gives them access to the balcony, right? And the balcony overlooking the I was very specific about keeping the backyard plain and simple. I didn't want many houses behind our house. I wanted it to still keep the field and the animals, because there's quite a bit of animals that run through here. We have springboks, we have kudus, and some other animals whose names I do not know. I don't know what those animals are, but we have some animals that do run over here, and it's very nice sometimes to have your sunset privately in your room, or even your sunrise privately in your room with your coffee, and just I think nature and looking at the animals. I think for me personally it does a lot, and this time we wanted the kids' bedroom to also get the same opportunity that we have in our current bedroom where we are. So the kids then get to have the same view, and the sunset from here, guys, I'm not even lying to you. It's very nice. I've been here like late afternoons where the sun is setting, and it's been very nice. I'm very happy that we were fortunate to find this stand and be able to get to secure this stand for our family, because I think it gives us a lot more than what I would have imagined, right? I think I had an idea of what you want the actual house to look like, but I think other things such as nature nearby are not things that you can like purchase or build, right? I think we were fortunate to have the stand that is situated here. And the nice thing about here as well is that you will not have any residential activity or anything like that happening anywhere near here in the near future, right? And I think those are some of the conversations that we had with the developers and the homeowners association to understand more about this stand. So one of the beautiful things that I like is that in the near future, unless something drastic really happens, we will not be compromised in terms of having this interaction with nature and the field behind us. So this is kid bedroom number 1, and I think as you can see, it's overlooking the boma, it's overlooking the greenery that we spoke about that we plan to have down there, and it has a bit of a view towards the pool as well. The rule though is that no one jumps from the bedroom to the pool. But this is kid bedroom number 1, so let's go to kid bedroom number 2. Kids are still very small and they're a bit attached to each other for comfort. I don't know if it's because they're small or it's because they've just always had things like that, but the rooms are very much close to each other because this is already the entrance, just a few feet away from the entrance of bedroom number 1. This is the entrance to kid bedroom number 2. And as you come to kid bedroom number 2, same size, same idea. You want the kid to be able to sit, study, to sleep and study in their bedroom. And they also have their own sliding door that goes over to the balcony, and overlooking the same view that we just saw that just now. An interesting thing though is that the balcony interconnects the rooms. So if someone comes out of this room, you can walk through the balcony to access the other room as well. And the idea is so that they are able to keep the closeness that they have now, since they've been sharing a room from a very young age. You want them to still be able to have that closeness, especially for the small one. But the balcony allows us to have that interconnectivity between the 2 kids' bedrooms. And then now we look at the kids' bathroom. So the idea was to either have each kid have their ensuite or just have this connecting bathroom over here, and we chose to have a connecting bathroom. So what you will see over here, we're going to have the shower, and we'll have their bathtub as well as their double basins in this bathroom, and that way we get to preserve some of the space that would have been used for an ensuite for each kid, to repurpose that space to give the rooms more space. So when we sit down with the architect to discuss some of those details, those are some of the things that they were able to highlight to us, and then the kids were also happy to compromise a ensuite bedroom to have a shared bathroom and use that space to make their room bigger. That way they can fit in even some of the furniture that they want in their own bedrooms, because each one has a unique piece of furniture that they want to put in. So this then would be their bathroom, and it's right between the 2 doors of the 2 bedrooms. So now we go Okay, we're almost there, but first we start here. This would then be the pajama lounge, so the kids' entertainment area. This is where they'll have their TV. They have a similar area in the old house, but it's much smaller than what they have now. But this would basically be their entertainment area. This is their TV, this is their couch, and anything else that they want to put in here. Currently, the pajama area doubles as a games room, where we have my sons, well, both of them, we have their Nintendos, their PlayStations, their Oculus Quest sets, their VR headsets. This is the space where all of that stuff resides, and it has been created with plug-in points to make it possible for them to not fight over the charging ports, and each one to personalize the space to the entertainment area that they want it to be. My daughter is into more virtual reality and all that stuff. My son is more into gaming, and we are able to then, and the idea is to make it even more gamified than what we have on the other side. And the nice thing is that now we have the space that allows us to do that for them without compromising the fact that it's an entertainment lounge, it's a pajama lounge. So now we go to my favorite area of the house, which is the master bedroom. So on your way to the master bedroom, you make a pit stop in my office. This space is what will be my work from home office, and nothing to really write home about. That's where I'm gonna sweat for my money and my worth. But then that is as you make your way to our master bedroom. Okay, so this is where I was a bit fussy about what must happen, right? Over here is actually a very long glass. It's a long window that it's openable on the sides, but the middle section is just glass. And the idea here is that this is overlooking the same view that we just discussed in the other room where you look at the animals. And the idea for me was that as you come into this room, you want to have that interaction with the nature and everything that we have around us, the greenery, as you come into this room. And I feel like for me, it sort of resets your mind to say, this is your resting space. This is where you come to get your zen. So you have this long wall window that's coming into the room all the way through this passage, and then you are in the main bedroom. Sure. Okay, so with the main bedroom, let's start over here, right? This is gonna be our little toilet. Over here, this is literally where the toilet seats and the basin to wash your hands is going to be just the toilet, right? And then over here is where we're going to be having our glass wall enclosed shower, right? We're going to have a double shower that is glass enclosed in this section over here. And here we're going to have our floor bathtub, right? Our bathtub is going to be right on the floor opposite the shower, and this will be a passage to this wall over here. I asked them to put plug-in points just in case here, because I want to put our own TV here, but I hear TVs in the bedroom for married couples are not a good idea. So the jury's still out on whether we have the TV or not, but we have the plug-in point in case we want to mount up an entertainment area. So that's this section over here. This is literally our entire bathroom section with the toilet, the showers, and the bathtub over here. And then if you come through to this side, this is where our bed headboard would be against this wall over here. So the nice thing about having our bed over here is that, picture this, as you wake up, right? You literally have access to the view that we spoke about. Then like the bed is over there. You can just wake up, sit on the bedside, and this is what you see. And what you see is, like I said, the field with the nature and the animals running around over there. You have this section and this balcony overlooking the pool area and our entertainment garden that we discussed a bit earlier, with the greenery and everything that we want to put in the garden to make it tranquil. But as you get up from the bed, the idea was that you want to have access to all of that. And this balcony goes all the way around here. So you have even more access to tranquility. And I feel like as you turn and come to this side, it goes silent, right? My husband has already said that he wants to put his man chair here. And after a long day, he wants to sit on that man chair and just, look at the sunset or the sunrise in this area over here, because this is literally for us to occupy with any furniture that we want to. And then, so this over here is then the sliding door that gives you access to all of that, coming from the bed. And then my personal favorite space about this master bedroom is my walk-in closet / glam room. My husband fought with the developer guys to create this space for me, because initially when we worked with the architect and did the designs, this room looked different. And then I was like, but where's my glam room? Where's my walk-in closet going to be? And they had to sit and re-look at the designs and re-look at the layout and come up with a space for my glam room. And this is that space. The idea is to have a walk-in closet all around, and then also have my dressing area where I can do my my glam, basically my glam station will be over there in that corner. We've already picked the pieces, like I said, of what this space will look like in terms of the carpet finishes, the mirrors, the glass, you name it. It has been picked, and I'm excited to see it come to life. And that was basically the last section of this house that I wanted to take you through. So come on this journey with us as a family as we put the final pieces to the walls and bring to life what I think for me, like I said, will be the beginning of a new season, a new journey, and just a new space, man, as a family where we're going to create memories. The idea, I don't think we'll want to move from here again. The idea is that we are done, but we don't know what the future holds. But I'm looking forward to really picking up the pieces and putting it together and making it come to life. I'm grateful for the opportunity to get to do that for my little family, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to take you guys with me on this journey as we make this space and this rubble into our home. Thank you.